Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do the follow-up on the Tomahawk, the one that we make with the dried rub. So let me cue you the next step. Right, so what I did, I just gonna remove it from my plastic film, and as you can see, it absorbs all the fresh airs and all the dry spices that we put in there. So basically it's a dried rub or a brine with the spices, but it's gonna be dry. You can always leave the butcher twine or you can remove it. So I'm gonna remove it because I don't want it to take a long time in the cooking process. Or we can just leave it like this. So we're just gonna leave it like that, no worries. You can use it however you want. You can do it in the oven, you can do it in the grill, you can do it in the outside on charcoal, smoke it, however you want. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna wrap my bone on foil so that way it doesn't burn, okay? And that's gonna protect my bone from burning. And then at the end, you're just gonna remove it later. So for this recipe, I'm gonna do some raised fennel or roasted fennel with that onion. So I have a half a bowl of fennel right here, half an onion. We're gonna need a salt, pepper to taste. Also, I'm gonna use some pernod for deglaze, and I'm gonna need some butter, about 4 ounces of butter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna warm up my pan, so that way you have it nice and hot. Then we're gonna come back and show you next step. So now that you have your pan already some hot, you can do it outside or inside. So this one is gotta be nice and hot. Little oil just to help us do our job. So we're gonna do 3 minutes like this. Just let it sear. Then we're gonna go the clockwise. We're gonna flip it this way, then we're gonna flip it around 3 minutes this side, 3 minutes this side, and then we're gonna finish them in the oven. So in the oven, you're gonna have your oven preheated 350 first, then you're gonna raise the temperature to 455. And we're gonna cook it for about 8 minutes, so that way we have a medium steak. And then in the meantime, when we're done with this, we're gonna caramelize our onion, our fennel. So I don't want to lose my heatness from here, and not the fennel and the onion now. I'm just gonna wait, and then we do that. So I'm gonna come back when this one has 3 minutes, and we'll show you the next step. Okay, so now that you have flipped it like this way, same thing. Gonna do the grill mark. 3 minutes. Now this one, this side, it's already cold because we have the steak over here. Now we're gonna pour our fennel and onion in this side. Okay, little by little. And then we're gonna do the other 3 minutes. We're gonna flip it over. So we're gonna cook this side in a few more minutes. And then we're gonna finish in the oven. Okay, as you can see, 3 minutes. Now we're gonna cook it this side. Same thing, 3 minutes. Add the rest of the onion and the fennel. Now you're gonna season it with just a black pepper to taste. We're using the 5 peppercorn mix. Salt is gonna be at the end, because we don't want to dehydrate or lose the water from the vegetables. This is what we're looking for, caramelization. So let it cook 3 minutes, come back, and then we're gonna finish them in the oven. Okay, now we're gonna kill the last 3 minutes in this side. Still rare. So this is what we're looking for on the vegetables, nice and caramelization. And then, so now we're gonna do the sear around, okay? As you can see, we have a nice sear. So now we're gonna do the bottom and all around, so that way the temperature goes into the middle of the meat. A minute in each side, and then in the oven. Right, so 1 minute all around, especially by the bone side. And then I'm gonna remove my steak because I'm gonna flame my vegetables. I'm gonna let it rest over here. And look at this baby. Beautiful. So now we can add a little salt. Then we can adjust it later, okay? So I'm gonna grab some fennel. This one you can use Pernod, Vermouth, Sambuca, any licorice, cojo, brandy, cognac also works. So we're gonna do 1 ounce, okay? And you're gonna remove it so that way it doesn't burn because it's gonna flame. So just take it out, and then I'm gonna bring my steak in here so that way it absorbs all the flavor. So I'm gonna let it get hot a little bit more, and then we're gonna add the steak and then flame. Caramelization, we're gonna put our steak back. We're gonna put 1 ounce of Pernod. Make sure you take it out, and then pour on top of your steak, and then bring it back to that flame. Ooh. To make the alcohol evaporate completely, and then we're gonna put them in the oven. We're gonna keep on 8 minutes. So this baby goes to the oven. 8 minutes, and we'll come back and finish. So halfway done, we're gonna flip it over, which I did already, and still medium rare. So let it cook and come back. After 8 minutes, you're gonna check it, your meat, and as you can see, still medium rare. So we're gonna let it rest. Okay, before we cut it, we're gonna let it rest on the table, or you can leave it here. But since we're gonna utilize our pan on the bottom, I'm gonna put them on the plate. I don't want to lose my dripping juices, so I'm gonna put it here. Let it rest. Meantime, we're gonna remove our fennel, and I'm gonna use this fan, but I'm gonna remove the fat, take it out, and then we're gonna deglaze it and add some of the demi. Okay, so I'm gonna come back when I remove the fat and show you the next step. And then, so after you remove all the fat that we didn't want, now I'm gonna add some edible fat. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon of tarragon. You can always use tarragon, thyme, you know, it's gonna be up to you. So I'm gonna use a little thyme. I'm gonna come back and show you the next step. Okay, now we're gonna add that thyme. Just always put it like that because it's gonna start jumping. Okay, it's gonna help us to get extra flavor. So just nice and crispy. Move it to the side. This is gonna be my garnish. Now we're gonna deglaze with the red wine, as always. Let the wine evaporate. Come back and add the demi. So after you strain it, we're gonna add the rest of the demi and also my drippings. Look at that. We're gonna come back and cut it. Now you're gonna cut it, move the bone. So what I did, I put some of the demi on the bottom, my vegetables, some mashed potatoes with shrimp and lobster. I have a video on how to do that, so I'm gonna pass it to you later on the. Then you're gonna serve it like this. This is a plate for 2, or family style. So any day is a special day. Doesn't have to be just Valentine's, Christmas, New Year's, Father's Day, Mother's Day. Enjoy now, worry later. So this is for a family meal, and you can see it's nicely done. So hopefully you guys like this video. in how to prepare the tomahawk, different ways, marinating also. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me, Chef Alex Perez on Facebook, Chef Alex Perez on YouTube, Chef Alex Perez on Instagram as Chef Alex Perez 34. And don't forget to share, activate the notification bell so that way every time I make a new video you're gonna be the first one to watch. So enjoy. I'm gonna just finish with my toasted thyme, and I'm gonna add some of the smoked salt that my son made the other day. I'm gonna tell him to make you guys a video on how to do that, but he's kind of shy, so we're just gonna finish it like my friend, like this. Enjoy, guys. Provechito. See you next time. Thank you.